what do I want to spend my time doing? And initially, actually, it was really great. Sorry, before I jump into the cooking, it was really nice because obviously, you know, when something like this happens, it's obviously, I mean, it sucks. It's like, dang, like, didn't really want like my personal business blasted on the internet, and it's just very awkward to have a million people message you. It's very sweet to have a lot of a million people message you, but also like it's like every single person, all of your peers, like it's like, bro, thank you, but also damn, why does this have to be like? And I just feel like I have to like. It was nice though because it knocked down a lot of walls. It's like, you know this about me now. I feel like I can just open up to you, like, you know. So it was one of those things that I got to reconnect with a lot of people, or just like talk to a lot of people and kind of just be real, like, I don't know, just like there's no small talk basically, right? It was just like, hey, okay, cool, yeah, this is how I'm doing. But tons of people, really great. I mean, it was nice to talk to a lot of people. It was awkward for a lot of it because you know, I'm like getting, you know, me and Edison reconnected over it, unfortunately, over him being harassed about it. So he's like, hey, can we talk? And I was like, yeah, let's hop on a call. He's like, Leslie, I'm so sorry. He's like, people are telling me all this stuff that I didn't know about me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm learning so much about myself too. It's crazy. It's like these people just know us. And anyways, he was like, should I say this? Should I say that? I was like, don't say anything. He ended up tweeting something. But it was overall, screw all that. What was nice was just talking to him, like catching up. He's like, hey, like, this is how I've been doing. And let's go play some pickleball. So I went out to go play pickleball with him and his friends and stuff. And that was really fun. And even there, I was a bit like, oh gosh, like, are people like, is everybody thinking about this? And turns out nobody was. And turns out nobody knew and nobody cared. And I was like, wow, this is really, a lot of it is in my head. A lot of it is just me like amplifying everything. I'd go outside and I'd like stare at the ground and I'm like, everybody knows everything. Oh God. Turns out, no, actually nobody cared. Nobody cares about me. So, and then that was like nice in a good way. Like nobody cares about me. And I was very sobering. One person I did see at the movie theater, it was you might be in chat because she was a Leslie. She's like, she comes up to me with these eyes and I knew immediately what we were going to talk about. And I was like, oh boy. But it was very sweet. And we had a nice talk about it. I opened up probably more than I should have. She's like, I was in your dress to impress lobby. And she's like, I'm so sorry this is all happening. This is just awful. The internet's a bad place. And I was like, man, it is. Can I buy your popcorn? And then we went to go see, it was me and Ella. Me and Ellen both like wanted to go see a movie. And so we went to go see It Ends With Us. And I had no idea what that movie was about anyway. And I was like, oh. I thought this was a rom-com. Anyways, that's a side tangent. So for the first bit, it was a bit like, it was a lot in my head. My friends are great, like really great. So I had a really great support system around me. I cooked a lot. Myung got like this, like a little ice cream machine. So we basically were like, we both cannot have all these appliances. Like, how about you get the espresso machine? I'll get the Ninja Creamy. You get the air fryer. I'll get, and then we can like just like trade off because we don't have space for all these appliances. And then like we want to try different things and try different recipes. So what would happen is like I would cook dinner and then she would make dessert. And then you know, I would bring this over. And then I bought a rice cooker finally. I've made rice a lot. It's been good. Appliance strats, because we actually like, I have a new apartment. I love it, but I don't have very much kitchen space. And I've actually cooked. Let me see. Let me show you how it started and how it ended. Okay, so I posted this a bit ago. Okay, so this is my first day cooking. Okay, so that's me burning lettuce. And you might be like, how did you burn lettuce? This was my first attempt at cooking. And I burnt it because I was making a sandwich, okay? And I was following a TikTok. The TikTok said to put the lettuce on the, like, everything. Like, you know, I was doing this in an air fryer because I was so excited about my new air fryer. And so you put the bread and then you put the cheese or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then you stick the thing. Okay, what happened was disaster. I like put it in, and while I was putting the lettuce in, a piece of lettuce slipped underneath the air fryer. Okay, underneath the thing you put inside of the air fryer. It snuck its way at the bottom. Okay, and about 5 minutes into cooking the sandwich, it starts smoking and I start smelling burning. And I was like, there is absolutely no way I'm messing up a sandwich right now. What is happening? And I was like, maybe the air fryer is broken. So I grab it and I open it, and then it starts like, and I look, and there's literal black, like just black, like kind of falling down. And then there's this, and I realized that a piece of lettuce snuck underneath the thing, the insert. Somehow it got there. Not only that, the bread popped off, okay? And then the cheese like melted into the bottom, okay? So that happened. So I was really like sad because I was like, I messed up a sandwich. Okay, the second day was this, okay? I don't know how, but I cracked an egg, and I don't know. These eggs had it wasn't actually truly my fault. These eggs have a very weak shell. Like I know it sounds like an excuse, but you know how sometimes they crack and it's like it's like a nice this was like I crack it and it just broke. Like the whole egg just fell apart. You know what I mean? So that's why half the shell is on the table too. So I actually cracked many an egg, and you guys have even seen on stream that I've cracked so many eggs one-handed. I am actually good at cracking eggs. Eggs are my specialty. Well, that's when I realized this is probably a sign, like things were just going down. Like I was already having like a really bad week, and then it was like, okay, so I can't even like, you know, crack an egg anymore. Okay, so that's how it started. Then Yvonne brought over these cookies that were incredible. And I was like, Yvonne, give me the recipe for those. And she's like, okay. So she gives me the recipe. And here's the cookies. Okay, they look pretty good, but actually they were terrible. They tasted like baking soda. And I think the problem... So you see how there's like melted chocolate like in the cookie? You see how the chocolate is like melted in like that and like that? So I thought so part of it is I'm supposed to brown the butter. I thought like at its peak heat, I'm supposed to throw the butter straight in with the mix and then mix it all. Turns out you're supposed to let the butter cool. It's not in the TikTok. It wasn't in the recipe. So what happens is that the butter actually melted the chocolate. And then then all the chocolate chips that I put in turn into this paste. My hands are covered in chocolate, and the ones that aren't melted, I added additionally at the end. Okay, so that was awful. Okay, but slowly but surely, I began my journey. Okay, I went home and I made wontons with my mom. Okay, granted, she made these, but I was there. Okay, and I did make like one of those. Okay. And then I ascended. I started to learn how to make espresso drinks, okay? I've made these. And look at how it's like dripping from the top. I have to sneeze. I love Lucy, by the way. This is my anime training arc. Imagine it with like really epic music. Okay, also, side tangent. I went back to my old place. This is my room. This is what I lived in. I don't think I ever like showed you guys like a room tour. I lived in a basement, and when I say a basement in the dark with no sun, I lived in this room. And I installed those blinds for extra darkness. I lived in a dungeon. And so my stream room, okay, let me tell you what the benefits. All this space, right? You go into that black corner, okay? And in that room, let me point to you. Right there is a door. And there's another room in there, and that's my stream room. So like, think about all the space I had. It was really cold, awful, and honestly, like, I don't miss it at all. Okay, especially look how much sun I have now. Yeah, it's not great. When we all moved out, I was like, that's actually depressing.